Welcome back to another video. We're gonna go check on the goats. I'm expecting kids any day this week, so we're gonna go see how they're looking and see if we have any telltale signs. Maybe we'll have some kids today. Maybe they're gonna wait a few days. Let's go see. All right, so it is a nice spring day out here. It could be a false spring because we are in Idaho. It is currently 68 degrees with wind speeds up to 25 miles an hour, which are usually pretty constant because we live in Idaho. How are you guys doing? All right, let's go feed you guys. Come on. Ethel, how you looking? So I put these three in with the buck first. So Ethel and her two daughters, Lagatha and Freya. I would think that they're gonna kid first. And then a few days after they were in with the buck is when I put Astrid in with the buck. So she should kid just after them. But I don't know, I guess because they can go early, so she could go before them. So let's head out here and get them some food. This is how far down they've licked this tub. I guess like almost a little bit past my finger length there. So that's good. They're getting good use of that. And then yeah, everything's prepped and ready. As soon as they want to have their kids, like we're all cozied up and ready to go. And the temperature is nice and warm. It's supposed to drop in a couple days. So hopefully it doesn't get too cold on us, because of course that's probably when they will have their kids. Let me go get them some hay. Alrighty, let's see here. We have Freya, Ethel. She's bagging up, but definitely that's not her full udder. She gets a good udder on her when she is with kids. Here's Lagatha. And both of her and her sister, their udders look both about the same. We know Lucy's not due until mid-April. And then we have Astrid and her little udder. It's looking so cute. I can't decide if hers is just as big as the other two girls or if it's a little smaller. But she's actually very, very furry. She's got a very thick coat on her, so it's hard to tell. So since they can go 5 days early and 5 days late, I kind of calculated it 2 days after I put them in with the buck this time. Because, like I said, I know I made a note when I saw them get bred, but I don't know where I put it. So, word of advice: when you make a note, put it somewhere you're gonna find it. I should have just put it on my calendar. I track a lot of things just on the calendar, and that helps me. But anyways, so baby watch day number 2. We'll see. We're go time. Any moment we could have kids. So this is what we do. I'll kind of show you. So we just have these wireless cameras. I just hook them up to the goat barn, so that way I can check on them if they're in this area, and I can also see them when they're out here. The only thing is we moved the one that we normally have on that building right there, and we put it up here. And so if they're in the front of the pasture, we don't really see them too well. But they've been hanging out back here pretty regularly. So hopefully this is where they'll have their kids so that I can see them going into labor if I'm at work or something. Well, that's the update for today. We'll keep you posted. Keep watching these mamas. Man, I wish they would just be like, oh yeah, I'm ready. And we could just have kids. Well, here we are again, baby watch day number 3. Let's see if we're gonna have babies today or not. Let's check the goats and see what they look like. It's easier to look at their back ends while they're eating. Her udder looks nice and developed. I can't tell with Freya because she's up in the feeder. Ethel, are you looking bigger? Your udder is looking maybe a little bigger. It's getting there. And her udder is looking a little bigger maybe too. Lucy, why are you so saggy? You're not due for a month. Sure, she's got some sag. Ethel, still got some sag. You got some sag. Yours isn't as saggy. Definitely some more drainage from Ethel. Just waiting and seeing. The waiting game. Come on, goats, let's get some babies. Well, that's where we're at right now. It's the 30th of March. I put them in with the buck 153 days ago. Like I said, they could have been bred a few days after I put them in, and I made a note of it, but I can't remember where that note is. And so we're just going off of the day I put them in with the buck, and now we're just watching every day for kids. All right, here we are, baby watch day number 4. It is 48 degrees. We've got wind speeds gusts up into the 20s and 30s. It is cold. It feels like 38 is what the weather says. So we got some good signs. I'll show you. Ethel's starting to show a bigger udder, and she also has visible mucus draining. So I'm really hoping she'll give me babies today. And I just got off work, so she can have them anytime tonight, and I will be happy. Let's check some udders. Good. Good. Now let's see Ethel. You guys see how big that is now? And she's got mucus. This is a good sign. Hopefully Ethel's gonna go today. You're not kidding for a month. What's your udder doing? Yours is still good, but Ethel, are we gonna have some kids? We're gonna see some babies? Look at that nice udder. She's the doe that I've milked before. She's got great milk, and she's got a great udder and a good set of teats on her. I'm not a dairy person, but for the small amount of knowledge I have, I really like her setup. Her daughters have the same setup as far as teat structure goes, so I'm hoping that they all get her teat structure and her awesome udder. Alright, she had a quick bite to eat, and now she's come back to this corner, which I think she's decided is her spot. Looks like she's been nesting in there. It's all kicked around. Yeah, I feel like she's starting some possible contractions and stuff. And her udder, you can tell, is way big. I always go off of how tight the teat looks. If it still looks like it's super floppy, I don't worry about it. But once that teat looks like it's tight, like you fill it up with some water, that's when I know. Okay, so I'm going to stop this video here. This is just kind of a what looking for kids looks like, and every goat is going to have their own full labor video for their own kids. So thanks for watching, and please watch for our updates for each goat's labor video.